Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear cadets. In this video we will study another group of organic compounds, that is proteins. The word protein is derived from a Greek word proteos, which means first place, supreme, of prime importance. How can we define proteins? Proteins are polymers, macromolecules formed of monomers, small molecules, units called amino acids linked together by peptide bonds. Means proteins are polymers of monomers called amino acids. Characteristics very important for MCQ, that proteins are the most abundant organic compounds of the cell. Protein consists of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. Proteins are polypeptide chains of amino acids. And number 4, that amino acid is the unit of proteins. There are about 300 amino acids, but among these only 20 different types of amino acids are involved in protein synthesis and is known as standard number of amino acids, that is 20 amino acids. Structure of amino acid. Amino acids are carboxylic acids having amino group. This is the structure of amino acid. The central carbon is called alpha carbon, attached to 4 groups. This is carboxyl group, COOH, hydrogen, amino group NH2, and R group or alkyl group. It is variant. Due to R group, amino acid differ from one another and hence proteins. What is alpha carbon? So the carbon next to the carboxyl group. The carbon next to the carboxyl group is called alpha carbon. Number of amino acids in proteins. Proteins mostly consist of 40 to 500 amino acids. For example, insulin has 51 amino acids, and in some cases the number of amino acids may be greater than 500. For example, hemoglobin has 574 amino acids. Variations in amino acids. Variation in amino acids is due to variation in R group. The remaining backbone is common in all amino acids. For example, these are 2 amino acids. This is glycine, this is alanine. So this backbone is same in both amino acids, alpha carbon, carboxyl group, amino group, hydrogen, but they differ in R group. In glycine, R group consists of hydrogen. It is the simplest amino acid, while in case of alanine, the R group consists of a methyl group, CH3. So variation in amino acids is due to this R group. The remaining backbone is common in all amino acids. Formation of peptide bond. This is one amino acid, alpha carbon, carboxyl group, amino group, hydrogen, and R group, alkyl group. This is another amino acid. So peptide bond is formed by the process of condensation or dehydration reaction, in which hydroxyl group is removed from one monomer from one unit and hydrogen from another unit. So a water molecule is removed and a peptide bond is formed between carbon of one amino acid and nitrogen of another amino acid. So the peptide bond exists between carbon of one amino acid and nitrogen of another amino acid. Now peptide chains, there are three types of peptide chains: dipeptide chain, tripeptide and polypeptide chain. What is dipeptide chain? A chain containing three amino acids and two peptide bonds, dipeptide. Three amino acids, 1, 2, 3, and two peptide bonds, one peptide bond and another peptide bond is called dipeptide chain. While a chain having four amino acids, 1, 2, 3, 4, and three peptide bonds, 1, 2, 3, is called tripeptide. While a chain having many amino acids and many peptide bonds is called polypeptide chain. These are amino acids, 1, 2, 3, 4, n number of amino acids, many amino acids and many peptide bonds. Such chain in which has many amino acids and many peptide bonds are called polypeptide chains. Number of polypeptide chains in proteins. Most proteins consist of 1, 2 and 4 polypeptide chains. For example, myoglobin, it is also like hemoglobin, it is also a respiratory pigment. It stores oxygen in muscle cells. It consists of 154 amino acids. Myo means muscle, globin means a type of protein. It consists of only one polypeptide chain. Insulin consists of two polypeptide chains. There are total 51 amino acids in insulin and two polypeptide chains. One polypeptide chain has 30 amino acids called beta chain and another polypeptide chain has 21 amino acids. So 51 amino acids and two polypeptide chains in insulin molecule. In case of hemoglobin, consists of 4 polypeptide chains. Number of amino acids in hemoglobin are 574. 2 alpha chains. The alpha chains contain 141 amino acids and 2 beta chains which contain 146 amino acids. So there are a total of 574 amino acids in hemoglobin molecule and 4 polypeptide chains. Significance of the number and sequence of amino acids. The specificity of the number and sequence of amino acid. The number and sequence of amino acid in a protein is essential for the proper structure and function of proteins. Disorders due to number and sequence of amino acid. If an amino acid is not occupying its specific position in a protein molecule, it will affect the structure and function of protein. For example, sickle cell anemia. What is sickle cell anemia? In this disease, the glutamic acid and amino acid is replaced by another amino acid known as valine in the hemoglobin, due to which the hemoglobin changes its normal globular shape and becomes sickle shaped. As a result, the disc shaped RBCs also become sickle shaped. In sickle cell anemia, the hemoglobin is normally globular, spherical shaped, normal structure or shape is. But when glutamic acid is replaced, out of 574 amino acids, when only glutamic acid is replaced by valine, so the hemoglobin changes its normal globular shape into a sickle shaped, and this sickle shaped hemoglobin, this is a sickle shaped like a crescent moon, then it cannot perform its function and a person may die. So the disc shaped RBC, the normal shape, changed into sickle shaped. This is due to a mutation in the gene, due to which the glutamic acid is replaced by valine. So the number and sequence of amino acid is very essential, important for the proper structure and function of proteins. Shapes of proteins. On the basis of shape, proteins are classified into two groups: fibrous proteins, for example keratins, collagen, and globular proteins, for example hemoglobin, antibodies, etc. First, fibrous proteins. Fibrous, as the name indicates, they are fiber-like or sheet-like, linearly arranged in the form of fibers or sheet. So they are called fibrous proteins, mostly composed of 2 or more polypeptide chains. Fibrous proteins are insoluble in water. They are structural component or structural proteins. Examples of fibrous proteins are keratin, which is present in the nail, hair, fur, claws, hooves, outer skin. Fibrous proteins, these are polypeptide chains, linearly arranged, fiber-like, sheet-like. Collagen, another example of fibrous protein is collagen, which is present in bones, tendons, ligaments, skin, and cornea of the eye. Collagen is the most abundant protein in vertebrates. It's MCQ, very important. Myosin is also a fibrous protein present in muscle cells. Second type of proteins on the basis of shape are globular proteins. As the name indicates, they are spherical in shape or globe-like due to folding of polypeptide chains. As you studied that in fibrous proteins, they are fiber-like because polypeptide chains are linearly arranged. And in case due to folding of polypeptide chains, the globular proteins are spherical in shape or globe-like. They are soluble in water. They are functional proteins. Examples are enzymes, biological catalysts, antibodies, hemoglobin, insulin, membrane proteins, egg proteins, egg albumin, for example, egg white. So structure of globular proteins. These are globular or spherical shape due to folding of polypeptide chains. Now, levels of structural organization of proteins means how proteins are structurally organized. So there are four levels of organization of protein molecules. Protein molecules organize in 4 different ways structurally. Those 4 levels are primary structure, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary structures. What is primary structure? A polypeptide chain having linear structure or linear sequence of amino acids is called primary structure. A polypeptide chain having a linear sequence of amino acids is called primary structure. This is a polypeptide chain having a linear sequence of amino acids. It is called primary structure. Primary structure is usually used to find the number, type, and sequence of amino acids. Insulin was first protein sequenced by Singer in 1951. As you know that insulin consists of 51 amino acids arranged in 2 polypeptide chains. These 2 polypeptide chains are joined together by disulfide bonds. One polypeptide chain has 21 amino acids and the other polypeptide chain has 30 amino acids. So there are a total of 51 amino acids. Secondary structure means helical structure or spherical shaped. So when a polypeptide chain of amino acid becomes spirally coiled, then it is called secondary structure. Look into this diagram. When a polypeptide chain becomes spirally coiled, then it is called secondary structure, right? So this helical or spiral structure is called, this is secondary structure. This is when it is spirally coiled just like this is alpha helix, and when it is coiled just like in this form, then it is called beta helix and alpha helix. And this folding is due to hydrogen bonds. This folding is due to hydrogen bonds, van der Waals forces, ionic bonds, and disulfide bridges are also present. These bonds help to keep the folded protein in precise shape, in a specific shape. Tertiary structure or tertiary proteins, when more forces of attraction between amino acids of secondary structure arise, then the helical structure coils This is secondary structure. Then this helical structure coils and supercoils to form a 3D structure or tertiary structure. Quaternary structures, when two or more polypeptide chains aggregate, joined by intermolecular forces, they form a large size molecule called quaternary structure. For example, hemoglobin, 4 polypeptide chains join and form a large size molecule, then it is called quaternary structure. So protein, so hemoglobin has a quaternary structure. This is all about the different levels of structures of proteins. Functions of proteins. All enzymes are proteins. Enzymes are biological catalysts. Proteins also have a role in digestion because enzymes are needed for digestion and enzymes are proteins. Oxygen transportation, for example, hemoglobin is a respiratory pigment that transports oxygen from the lungs to all cells of the body. Hormone, for example, insulin is a hormone and it is chemically protein. Structural building material, for example, plasma membrane is a lipoprotein structure. Protein is a major component of the membrane. Role in movement, for example, actin, myosin, tropomyosin help in the contraction and relaxation of muscles and thus in movement. Antibodies help in immunity, formation of various structures, for example, nails, hair, glass, etc. This is all about proteins. Thank you.